Hello friends, hope y'all are doing well. First and foremost, before anything, thank you so much for all the love on my bedroom tour video. It was months and months of hard work and I was so happy to be able to finally share it with you guys, and the feedback I'm just so grateful for. So thank you so much for that. This video will kind of be like a part 2 to that video because through months and months of my research, I did a lot of dedicated studying, and by no means am I a professional, but I really went in depth in how this whole design thing works, article, YouTube videos, everything and anything that I could find. So I thought that since I went over my bedroom tour, I would then film a second part where I can go over in depth on some of the rules that I have learned throughout my whole design journey. And by no means do you have to feel obligated to follow these rules, all of them, some of them. It's just a standard that I have learned about elevating a space, and I thought that is going to be a really good resource to summarize it all for you guys over here. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you top 10 things that I have learned and how I try to incorporate them into my own space. So let's get into it. Number 1, the mix and match. So you know the times when you walked into a furniture outlet and you see this room that has a matching bed, matching nightstands, matching dresser, matching vanity, everything's just matchy. I feel like the times for that are long gone. That is over. That should be over. I think mixing and matching your furniture pieces brings in so much interest and so much just variety into your space. Things don't have to match in order to go together. It's the creative process that you put into it that makes the things go so well together and make them really dynamic and interesting. So don't feel obligated to get everything matchy and just let your imagination go wild and play with pieces that just complement each other. Number 2, the rug. The size of your rug matters a lot. Honestly, I did not know that, but I found out how big of a difference that makes. Your rug grounds your furniture pieces. So the general rule of thumb is when you step off your bed, your feet should land on your rug. So anything smaller than that is probably too small. I have literally seen amazing bedrooms being destroyed just because the wrong size of the rug was used. Here is a quick guide to rug sizes, and yes, it does make a huge difference. Number 3, lighting. I underestimated the power of lighting. I never even considered how powerful lighting can be. So in addition to the natural source of light, which is your windows, if you add layers of lighting, it really elevates your space. For example, you've got so many different choices out there now. You've got flush mounts, you've got chandeliers, you've got floor lamps, table lamps, pendants. There's so many endless options. So I personally tried to layer 2 or 3 additional sources of light in addition to the natural light source, which are the windows. I think it really helps set the mood of the place and it gives you so much control. I also put my lights on dimmer to have additional control because I'm a control freak. That's so true. Because I'm a control freak and it makes me so happy. I can dim it, I can just make it super bright, whatever I want. It helps me create the right mood and the right setting for myself at all times, and it makes such a huge difference. It really elevates the space, especially the bedroom. Sometimes you want it to be romantic, sometimes you want it to be bright, you just never know. So just that control really makes a huge difference. Number 4, the window treatment. The height of your curtains draw your eyes upwards, so it makes your room look higher. It creates space. It gives the illusion of a higher room, a higher ceiling. So I personally hung my curtains 3 to 4 inches from the ceiling, and it made such a huge difference. My room looks super tall and I love the look of it. Also, not only should we focus on the height of our curtains, but also the width of our curtain rod. So when you draw your curtains, they should not be covering your windows at all. So I extended my curtain rods 3 to 4 inches on each side, just so that when I draw my curtains, my entire window is exposed and I'm getting all of that natural lighting and none of it is getting blocked. It makes your windows look really large and gives you the most amount of light possible. Number 5, a television. Now, this is a personal preference. It is not a rule, but I thought I'll include it in here anyway. My last bedroom, I did have a television in my bedroom, and I would eat in my bedroom. I would just sit there all day. I didn't want to move. I didn't want to get out of bed. I would just stay in bed, turn my television on, and I was spending my life right there, just in front of that television, because it was making me lazy. So I personally could not handle that. So once I moved, I decided that I will not be placing a television in my bedroom anymore. And oh my God, it makes such a huge difference. It helped me get my life back in order. It helped me develop really good habits. And I just want my bedroom to be really peaceful. I want to be in here. I want to have a book, to relax in here. So I decided that I'm not going to have any noise or any distractions like a television. We have a living room where we can go to watch television. So I definitely decided not to put a television in my room at all, and I never will. Number 6, the illusion that is mirrors. Oh my God, a mirror can do so much more than help you take outfit pictures. Like, it can really make a space look so huge. That is why I have 3 mirrors in my bedroom. I just knew that it really helps you create so much space there is not there. I love mirrors, and you can really use them to make your space look bigger and more spacious and open. Next, textures and contrast. I really didn't even know what these terms meant in terms of design until I actually dove deep into them. Textures and contrast are not limited. There's like unlimited ways that you can add textures and contrast through art, through your blanket, through your pillows, through just different decorating pieces that you're putting in. There are so many different choices that you have. Textures can be so interesting to the eye. It can bring in so much interest, and it just creates so much amazingness. Adding textures to your space can make world of a difference. I personally tried to incorporate a lot of different textures in my room. I've got a marble lamp. I have got a distressed rug. I've got a textured vase. I've got a linen blanket. I just tried to incorporate all these different textures into my space because it just makes it look so goddamn interesting. I love it. Moving on to contrast, I just want to focus on the fact that contrast is not only contrast of color. Contrast can be shapes and sizes as well. So try to incorporate that contrast in your spaces, and they just bring in so much interest to the eye, and they just look so dynamic and so amazing to look at. With textures and contrast, the world is your oyster. There are just so many choices, and don't be afraid to play around because it is your space and you can choose whatever you love. Next, a statement art piece or picture. If it's your bedroom, I totally understand that you want to make it personal, so you can do like an amazing picture gallery on top of your bed, or you can do an amazing statement art piece that you really like. You can also have like frame pictures on your nightstand. There's just so many endless possibilities. So I really do think that sometimes we underestimate the power of art. Sometimes we underestimate the power of wall art. So I think that we should not neglect that because it makes a space so much personal. It brings in that personal element. I also feel like that it brings in so much warmth. So if you don't want an art piece, since it's your bedroom, you can definitely go ahead and put in an amazing picture that you love. The addition of that art or addition of a picture can really make that space yours. When you come and look at it, it's just going to feel cozy and homey. And that's the kind of feeling that you always want in your bedroom anyway. This one's important. Something from the outside. I did not care for plants and flowers until like 6 months ago, and oh my God, I feel like every time I bring in a branch or I get some fresh flowers to put in my bedroom, it comes to life. Like literally, I just love how it looks. It feels alive. It feels amazing. I am starting to love the outdoors and venture into the outdoors. So now, including an amazing piece from the outdoors into my room, it just completes it. I love it. So it doesn't even have to be really complicated. You can walk outside, grab a branch and put it in a vessel, and it'll just feel amazing. It'll feel like you've brought a piece outside from Mother Nature and put it into your space, and that is an amazing feeling. I just love that. Number 10, function is important. Very important. We all want to make our spaces pretty, but remember the purpose of your space. a pretty chair might not be comfortable, or the sheer curtains that you like might not be blocking out the light and might not be giving you enough privacy. So while you are trying to create your space and make it look pretty, remember the function of it. Your bedroom is a place for you to feel peaceful and feel comfortable. So whatever you do, keep those your top priority and work around those things, and it's just going to feel so serene and amazing in your place. Lastly, I have a bonus tip. No one asked for it, but I'm just gonna give it anyway. Just do what you love. Honestly, when I was reading all these books, when I was doing all this research, I sometimes felt like I was restricted, and I sometimes felt like, what if I broke one of the rules? But it really doesn't matter. As long as you do what you love, as long as your space makes you happy, as long as you created your space with love and passion from your heart, that is all that matters. Nothing else matters. So that is the most important tip that I can give you. I am so excited for the things that I'm going to be sharing with y'all in the future. I'm actually planning to do a holiday video. It is going to be so amazing. I just love to share things that bring me joy, and hopefully they bring you joy too. So that concludes this video, you guys. I hope that you guys found this helpful. I tried to keep it very informative, very short and very sweet for you guys, and hopefully you find it helpful if you're decorating your space or if you decorate your space in the future. Lots of more exciting things to come, and I'm really excited to share them with you all. So for now, thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful day. Bye bye.